This time on Roadkill, we're at Driven Garage in Oakland, California, and we've got Finnegan's new dream car, a '66 Corvette.
Hasn't seen the road since 1993, but in 5 days, we're doing burnouts. It's time to scratch another one off my bucket list. Oh, I'm so excited about this. We are in Oakland, California, home of Driven Garage. My friend Jeff Gates, who you might remember is the guy that was responsible probably for all 24 of our laps at the 24 Hours of Lemons in the Rotzen.
Big group.
So, Driven Garage, we do resto mods, customs, repairs, upgrades.
And the building here is cool. It's like an old steel plant or something like that. It's got lots of ambiance.
Yeah.
And he has been storing this 1966 Corvette for about 6 months.
You gotta see the photos of this thing before Mike bought it. It's absurd.
Yeah, so the story is owner number 1 sold it to owner number 2. Owner number 2 cut all of the C2 body off of it and made it a C3 Corvette, which is just wrong. And then the last owner converted it back to a C2 and then abandoned the project halfway through an LS swap. So this hasn't moved in decades, and we have 5 days to do wiring, plumbing, brakes, tires, everything, making this car run and drive after sitting for more than 30 years.
Let's wrench.
We got this.
I have no fear. It'll get done.
So here's my plan for this car. Someday, this Corvette is gonna go in the 7s at a drag and drive event like Hot Rod Drag Week. In the meantime, I just needed to run and drive. I bought it because it was the cheapest car I could find. These things are stupid expensive, and I needed one with a title, with a VIN number. I needed an actual Corvette to build. And stumbled upon this. It had been in the midst of a rotisserie restoration.
All right, I think I can get it.
I am feeling so much better about this whole deal already because owner number 3, David Hernandez, not only did he fix the bodywork, but he restored the chassis.
All right, we're all the way up. Let's get a look. See what we're dealing with.
Oh, this thing's clean.
Yeah, looks like they restored this and put the body on.
Look, the half shafts are in it already.
Yep. Aftermarket, whatever those are called.
We need to nut and bolt it for sure because all the jam nuts are backed out.
New gas tank. Is this a 700 or a 4L?
4L60, allegedly.
4L60, yeah.
That's worse. Because it means we have to wire it.
Well, that ECU is supposed to control this thing.
Yeah.
All right, exhaust, fuel lines, O2 sensors, trans wiring, starter wiring.
Oh, this is battery cable. That's
Starter or alternator, one or the other.
tie rods are loose.
The whole thing is powder coated. All the brake lines are new, all the bushings, the suspension components, it's all new. Our plan here is to connect the headers to the side pipes, run the fuel lines, wire the trans, fix the seat mounts because they're breaking through the fiberglass floor, connect a shift linkage, dashboard gauges, wire the entire car. And then after that, I mean, who knows? The world is our oyster at that point.
Look, I'm working on a Corvette. We're installing parts that we found, which actually there's a lot.
Yeah.
First up, fuel line. There we go, clicked on. How many guys does it take to snap a fuel line onto a fitting?
All of them. Boom.
Boom. Those guys are back there finishing up the fuel lines and stuff. I thought I would just walk around doing a nut and bolt check because everything on this car is like not tight enough for my standards.
Lots of things look like they're done, but they're really not. Like that exhaust pipe's dangling from chicken wire and it's not connected to the header. And every fastener on the car that looks tight is just kind of cinched so that the washer's flattened, but it's not actually tight.
So we're gonna make some fender washers for underneath the car. The bottom of the car is fiberglass, and where the seats bolt through, the fiberglass is cracking. We've gotta plate it so that it doesn't crack even more or send Mike flying through the windshield should something happen. So I'm gonna cut them on our CNC plasma cutter, which makes things quick and easy. Pretty clean cut. This is what we're making here. Just a big, giant fender washer. Work.
We don't trust the bolts that are holding the differential center section for the factory independent rear suspension. So what we've done here is taken out the bolts that hold the diff cross member to the car, and we're using the jack to pick the body up off of that cross member so that we can get a wrench up in the top and hope to tighten those bolts right there.
Much like everything else on this car, the exhaust was kind of for demonstration purposes. It had one side pipe just kind of dangling. The other one was missing completely. Basically, we got to build the whole exhaust. And then once that's done, I think the car can come down and we can start on the top side. We're doing good.
Yeah, we're moving.
So we spent most of our day chopping, cutting, TIG welding. That's right, TIG welding, because all they have here is stainless, just the good stuff. And now we're to the end of the exhaust where Freiburger was going to MIG weld the side pipes to the down pipes we made. And once he does that, these go on the car goes on the ground, and we start getting to the fun part. Wiring, plumbing, and we're that much closer to hearing it run. I'm still thinking Tuesday, like it happens.
Really?
Yeah, today's Sunday. It's 2 days from now. We got this. I'm gonna be on fire, I'm moving, I'm Harry. All right, pretty good.
That is on.
Good to go.
Yeah. Cool. Everything is loose. Everything is loosened. Everything falls apart when you're part of a team. This thing has so many loose fasteners that when we touch them and tighten them, I'm marking it with a paint pen. That way we can, at a glance, know what somebody has actually addressed and what needs to be worked on.
I feel good. How do you feel, Dave?
I feel like we, right at the end, made more progress than I felt like we had so far. So I feel good.
The only thing left on the bottom of the car is the shifter. So tomorrow will be wiring, plumbing, radiator, shifter, pedals, all the things.
It turns out that our day one was actually a day and a half, so we're calling this day two. I guess today what we're gonna do is, first of all, drop a battery in it, and then we're gonna try and make the engine at least crank, or do you want run?
I think we can crank.
Okay.
I appreciate that they put the battery in the worst place possible.
Yeah, that's not handy.
No way that went in.
You're getting there.
Dude.
That's a bam. Done.
Get the New Balances and the shorts out. I'm a Corvette guy. I just put a battery in one.
Let's test fit that other tire.
Okay. This Corvette has 20-inch wheels and tires on it, which obviously is way bigger than what would have come from the factory. So the tires are really close to the fiberglass valance here. And when you try to make left-hand turns, this tire hits this. So you can't make a U-turn in the car. It's not going to be good. So we need to downsize the wheel. However, the tie rod is really close to the wheel here. So if you downsize the wheel without changing the back spacing and offset, you're gonna have a clearance problem here. So to make sure we don't screw this up when we buy new wheels, we're going to steal a wheel off of that Camaro over there, which is a much nicer car, and test fit it on that car. So we had 20 by 9s, and these are 235, 40, 18. So we have a 255, 20. So this should be smaller.
Let's see what we get.
Sits out further, which means this might be a problem if the car sat lower, but does it clear the tie rod?
It's pretty darn close.
So let's measure this one. Okay, so that's a 5-inch backspace wheel, and you said it was 8.5 wide?
Yep. Back spacing is a measurement from the inner lip to the wheel mounting surface. The deeper the back spacing, the more inboard the tire moves. The shallower the back spacing, the more outboard it moves.
Let me look up on his work order what the exact measurements on this are so that we're not guessing.
All right, I've broken the seal, digging into the wiring harness that was already in the car for the ECM and everything. Fortunately, It's an aftermarket deal and most of the wires are labeled. I think what we're going to do is just sort of hot wire the whole thing. We're gonna put the ignition wire over there. Maybe we're gonna even run a wire to the fuel pump and see if we can make it just boom, have some sense of if it runs or not before we go into the full-on wiring. This is gonna be trying to crank it for the very first time.
Here we go.
Whoa, that's similar to life.
Wow.
Go again?
Okay, it's not seized up.
Yeah. Not bad?
Let's put gas in it.
Yeah. Now we get to put gas in it. We already know the fuel pump runs, and we'll hook up this ignition wire, and if everything's great, it should fire up.
I don't hear it hitting the floor. That's good news. Look, no leaks.
Yeah,
It's
actually functional.
It's not on the ground.
Right. It could run right now.
We have no cooling system, no brakes, no shifter.
It's all right.
But if it makes noise,
That's all that matters.
the last time this car was on the road was 1993.
Here, let me pump it a little bit to start. There you go. Here we go. We get fuel up here yet? That's clicking the fuel relay. Nothing. Nothing.
How about now?
Nope.
Something up here is happening.
Yeah, it's clicking the relay over there. How come it...
Nah, I hear something flowing up here.
Oh, you're right. Do it again?
Ready? We'll try it again.
That's disappointing. I never heard it pump.
You heard it earlier, though, right?
I heard it earlier when there was no gas in the tank, but now I don't hear it. The pump's not pumping. Ooh, I see.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Yep, it's doing something.
Okay, I'm gonna crank it again.
Wait, there we go. Dude, that's running.
That is running.
Do it again. There, now we got oil to the lifter. Got oil. All right. It's got no water in it. Yeah, it was running bad. I wanted to hear the oil come to the lifters, which it did.
Dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a major, major hurdle.
Now we wire it for real.
Yeah.
Shifter and figure out a cooling system. Oh, and the brakes. Dude.
Win.
We're gonna drive this.
Yep. That was pretty cool, wasn't it? Well, the engine runs, and so I made the to-do list. It's not as simple as it looks because it includes things like rewire the entire car from scratch. Those guys are working on the steering column, I'm working on the brakes, and one of the workers here at Driven Garage is gonna work on wiring. This car originally had power brakes, which is why there's 4 studs in the firewall here, but we're gonna convert it to manual, and we're gonna use this Wilwood master cylinder. Fortunately, the spread of these 2 studs is the same as on the master, so I was able to just get it to work just fine like that.
Well, right now, Freiburger's wrapping up the brakes. Ross is in the car wiring. Jeff is working on, I think, the gas pedal. I'm gonna install the shifter because it's the one thing I can do where I'm not in anybody's way right now. Really motivated because the car ran, which blew my mind because I didn't know if it would. We don't know anything about the motor. But we know it makes noise and it runs, so that's good news. So our new shifter is really good. It's made for this car. However, this car has a 4L60 in it, not a 327 with a power glide combo. And so the shift arm hits the fiberglass transmission tunnel. We don't want to modify the fiberglass transmission tunnel, so we're just going to modify the shift arm and hope the geometry is still okay. I think it will be. There we go. Cement.
It's been 4 hours. Shifter is done, master cylinder is done, and Ross is getting a whole bunch of stuff done on wiring. Don't have parts, don't have parts. Could bleed brakes, don't have parts, don't have parts. Engine not running, not yet. Could screw the headlights in.
Those don't make it run, though.
Well, yeah, when there's nothing else to do.
There's food.
There's food.
Dustin loves when I talk about food.
Yeah.
To end a scene.
Whee!
What day is it?
Day 3, which is in fact 3.5.
Okay. I feel good. It cranks, it runs.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop, but the brakes are in and plumbed. And we're gonna start out today with putting the dashboard in and mocking up the steering column. And this will be the first moment I haven't sat in the driver's seat yet. It's my first C2 Corvette experience.
It's very Fiero-ish.
And
It's very hard for big, giant gorillas to get into.
all right, hold on. I need to make the seat go back because
You're all the way back. It's a Corvette, homie.
that's it.
Now the car's getting smaller as we put more parts on it.
There we go. That's it. That's where it goes.
This is so cool.
Here comes column.
Oh, geez. Your cluster's made of dark matter. Here's your first lightning scheme here.
All right. How close are you to the mounting bolt?
He's pretty close. He's right on it, actually.
Oh, and this has the adapter on it for that wheel.
This is the wheel for this car.
This needs a double D welded to it, though.
We can cut and just weld a stub of it on there.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll be golden.
Important things happening right now. The car is still continued being wired. Freiburger is over there doing, I think, door handles right now, which is always a good thing to have. And right now, Jeff and I are modifying a stock steering column to connect to a late model box. And Jeff cut me this nifty piece of tubing. So we're gonna TIG weld that to that, and then this will go into a Borgeson aftermarket universal joint that goes right onto our box. Maybe a little wobbly.
A little bit, but
We can test fit it, and then if we like the length, we can come back over here and just tap it straight
Yeah.
and then burn it.
This car is like a big giant model kit. It's unbelievable how the past owner bought everything new, partially assembled it, labeled it all we have to do is assemble. And Ross is in there making wiring happen. This car is gonna have all of the lights functional. He claims he's gonna make the gas gauge work and even the clock. Mike and I are installing headlights, which is gonna make this car actually look like a car. And I installed the grille. Looks great. Whoosh. Whoosh. We're waiting for parts that actually make the car run and drive, and in the meantime, we're making stuff fancy. Door handles, Mike's doing windows. All so pro, so resto, so Bloomington Gold.
your sword, sir.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to get it lined up into the shaft. I'm almost there. There we go. Sweet.
In there?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will loosely attach this and then put the cluster in.
Put the cluster in, then we'll push it back just a hair.
Okay. Try to do this without scratching the heck out of it.
Beautiful.
Boom.
Good job.
These are our new wheels. The reason the fronts should work better is we have downsized the tire significantly, which is going to give us more room between the fiberglass and the tire. We've also reduced the back spacing by 1/2 inch, which is going to push the wheel out, which would give us problems with the fender, except we made the new wheels 1 inch narrower. So it's a narrower wheel that is pushed out away from the car. That means it's going to clear the ball joints and the tie rods here, which was the first problem we had. The back tire is just a little taller and a little wider. Dude, I think these are gonna clear. 1 finger between the tie rod and the tire.
Okay,
We are good.
good. How about between the fender and the tire?
Oh, it's not even close. Look at that.
That's my worry. No, here.
Oh, I think we're gonna be all right. It goes good with the primer, too.
Yeah, it's like a match. It's metallic primer color.
We're getting good at this car styling thing.
Stink bug.
It sits like a truck.
Yeah. You could pull some top leaves.
So we just got the new wheels and tires on the car. I love the wheels. The stance of the car, I don't like at all. And it's been exaggerated by the fact that we've got smaller tires on the back. So what I'm gonna do is remove probably half the leaf springs in this car. And that will lower this thing at least 1 inch here. That'll do 2 things. It'll make the gap between the body and the fender smaller. The car will look better. But more importantly, it will level out the half shafts, which will make the U-joints a little happier because they're at a pretty extreme angle right now. So here we go. Whoa. Okay. Freiburger, I'm getting roadkilled. This bolt goes into the diff and holds the fluid. I'm gonna need something here. And then I tried to put it back in and it flung it everywhere.
Wow. The spring isn't going to separate from the diff until you pry it.
Okay. This is gonna try to fall down here.
Right.
Okay, here we go.
Whoa! There was a lot of pressure on that.
There's a lot of pressure on that.
Yeah.
Okay, you all
That
right?
was scary. We're trying to lower the back of the car, and it's been sort of a mess. We tried to get some leaf springs out of the leaf, which we've done, but in doing that, we sproinged it really scary and almost like dropped the car on ourselves and hit ourselves in the face with the spring and stuff. We're trying to get it back together now after having removed some leaf springs. And these guys are really struggling with the rear end.
It's stuck on the diff itself right here, is what it is.
Hot stuff. Done.
All right, we're putting this in.
Yay!
All right.
That's safe enough for my standards.
Yeah, you keep flattening it. Yeah, look at that.
Careful, dude. This goes on the bottom, the bushing goes on the top, and then the nut goes on, right?
There you go.
Yep.
There we go.
Whoa, that's what I was afraid of. This has been one of the more educational roadkills for me.
I'm learning a lot. It's gonna be a damn shame when we let it down and it's too low.
And then just gorilla it like that.
Whoa, I was gonna say, don't touch it till he's done.
I gotta get a better purchase on it.
There you go. Hold, hold, hold,
geez.
hold. Don't kill.
Okay.
I have it. 4 seconds.
Oh, God. Don't scare it. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. There you go. Ha ha. That was a lot of work. Let's hope it worked.
All right, you got it?
I got it.
Come on, baby. Come on.
It's slowly coming down. Okay.
Oh, there's no shocks. I was like, why is
There's
it so
no
bouncy?
shocks.
There's no shocks.
Is the tire gonna clear the fender?
Oh, yeah.
It'll come down when it rolls, too, just like a front suspension needs to come down when it rolls.
Dude, it looks way better, though.
It does look way better.
I like the stance.
Yeah.
You know, the tires might rub when we go down the road, but I know it didn't make the car run, but thank you for humoring me. Appreciate it.
Anytime, buddy.
You know what? The half shafts are not bound up now. That's a big win.
Yeah. Oh, they look so much more happy. Dinner? Beer?
Yeah. And the thing is, I've got to cut out because I'm going on a giant personal vacation adventure. So I'm going to abandon Finnegan, like, pretty much as soon as I can come up with an excuse to do so.
I really thought when the leaf string exploded in our faces, that was gonna be your excuse to get out of here.
Nah.
You handled it well. I'm putting cotter pins in. This is done.
Done.
All right.
Day 4.5, list version 3.0, and they're cutting holes in the roof over here, so that's what you're listening to. Here's what we have to do. Rear shocks, because the old one hits the frame. Alignment, bleed the brakes, bleed the power steering, that's easy. Throttle pedal cable, a mass airflow tube and filter. Radiator hoses and water mics working on now. Trans dipstick, that's on me. Trans cooler needs to happen, and then we'll install the hood. And wiring, that's Ross's problem. We don't even care. He's just making it happen. So this might actually turn into a drivable car today or tomorrow.
So this radiator came from a company called Entropy. They are out of Illinois, and they specialize in LSX swaps. This is a direct fit for a C2 Corvette. The top mount is different than what the original mount was in this car, so we'll have to deal with that there.
That's pretty easy.
Yeah, this is good. The radiator hoses are on the right side of the motor.
Yep.
This should be money, and more importantly, we have room
Yes.
to turn out there.
Oh, good call.
Yeah.
You're right.
We have all kinds of room to go there.
After all of that drama last night, taking the leaf spring apart and lowering the car and making it look really cool, making Mike really happy, it's gonna rub over here really badly as soon as we get in the car. So we're gonna be delusional right now and install our new shock absorber to see if that solves the problem. And when it doesn't, we'll be back under here, taking this all apart, hopefully not dying and putting springs in.
What if you only ride on this side of the car because there's more clearance?
What are you trying to say?
I'm gonna get away from you with that shock in your hand.
That's gonna hit, isn't it?
Wow, when we align it, it will.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Don't align it. Well, yeah, look, it's going flat.
Yeah. All right, let's put 2 of the springs back in.
I'm glad we didn't cut that bolt.
Yep. This spring is way too flat and soft now. We're gonna have to put some springs back in it. This is a fail. Can we say we told you so?
Redoing work. It happens, but we told them so.
Jeff and I are going, we told you so. Let me see how wide they go based on what springs we're adding. All good. Spring's done. We put 2 more leaves back in it, so it's 2 leaves more heavier now. Let's see if it helps the ride height. Okay.
Oh, it's so high now.
It's a truck again. Oh my God. Well, so now what happens if we put 2 dudes and some luggage in there and some tools?
I'll show you right now what happens. Dave, would you like to hang from this with me?
Oh,
And this is all the way in the back.
sits perfect.
This should be the last thing that we touch. We should make it run and drive, and if it doesn't settle, then you address it.
Okay.
If you just want to hold the top bolt right now,
We're ready. Go for it.
I'm gonna put my plate through it.
So right now, we're installing the gas pedal, and thanks to Jeff, because he just hurried up and whipped out 2 doubler plates. And that's a plate that goes on each side of the firewall, sandwiches it together so that when you install bolts through something like a gas pedal and you tighten them really tight, the bolts don't try to pull through the firewall, which is fiberglass. The metal plates just distribute the force across a wider area.
I like that.
It's finally day 5. You made promises
Yes, I did.
to you, the audience.
I feel good about this. There's not much left to do. We need to bleed the brakes, install a transcooler, align it. I'm feeling so confident that right now we're putting fuzzies in the doors for the windows.
When did you see that on Roadkill?
We have them. We might as well put them in. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to do it with a hammer, but
I did make the doors work. Look. Yes. It even locks.
well, I'm stuck. We're waiting for the transmission cooler. We're waiting for the parts to build the air intake tube. So I thought I'd just start bolting some of the other random parts we have for this car because it came with a lot of stuff. It came with some of the rear bumper, some of the front bumper, none of which I understand to install. So I consulted the Oracle once again, which is this manual with line drawings in it for assembling the car. But it's really not helpful because this is how many bolts hold the front bumper together. All of that. Hey, Freiburger. I need help. Okay, let me get the other side. Okay, go up.
Okay.
Right.
There we go. Technically, the only thing we need to run and drive is this, taping the MAF to the throttle body because the tubes we ordered aren't going to get here, and bleeding the brakes. So I'm going to install the transcooler. Finally, bleeding brakes. We're gonna do it a little bit differently than I normally do it on Roadkill Garage. If you ever see Dulcich and I like sitting there and pumping the pedal forever, we're gonna open all of the bleeder screws, let it gravity feed for a little while, and then Jeff has got like this super suction doohickey that is gonna help pull the fluid through and hopefully make quick work of this. I've got the front bleeders open and I'm moving to the back. Going down.
I believe it would run as soon as we put fluid in the radiator.
I'm plugging a hole in the radiator, just a pipe plug. Mike is putting a set screw in the steering column, then we'll put water in it, and theoretically, we'll be ready to try and drive this thing for the first time. Well, we fired it up off camera in order to get the coolant to go in the thing, and unfortunately, the engine doesn't run very good, and we hooked up our OBD2 reader, found out our problem is there was no inlet air temperature sensor at all, the IAT. And so I'm hoping that that helps solve the thing. We just plug it in and let it dangle. It'll do something other than have just an empty wire there. Maybe I'll tape it to the manifold or stuff it right there. When you listen to this side versus that side, it's not the same.
These ones are all firing on this side.
Yeah, now come over here.
We've got at least one dead hole over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is not happy over here.
Yeah. The engine doesn't run right. It's running on 6 cylinders.
So an MST wire normally is about 40 ohms a foot. This is 6 inches long, so 29 ohms. That seems fine. These are okay. What if we got dead plugs in there?
Here's our last half hour. Engine runs like doo-doo. We install new inlet air temp sensor, doesn't really fix it. Jeff breaks out his super Zamma Jamma gun right there for thermal imaging, realizes these 2 cylinders aren't really firing. We start to diagnose it a little bit. Ross spots that there's 2 wires in the coil plug wiring harness that are reversed. And so this is gonna be the moment of truth where we fire it up and see if Ross fixed it. Yes. That is fixed.
That's way better.
Yep. You can tell immediately.
Oh, yeah.
2 of the coil unplugged coils were firing at the wrong time. Great work, Ross. That was great.
Let's go do burnouts now.
Let's go do burnouts now.
Awesome.
Ready?
Red eye. I even got the hat.
Oh, dude. Let's see. I think that's lights. Yes.
Dash lights work.
Oh, man.
Ross is really good, actually. All right, does it go in gear? No.
Huh, weird. We have a 4L60 with 4 neutrals.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Let me check the fluid scenario again. That's not good.
No gear?
We got into drive away and put it in gear, and there was no gear. And unfortunately, I would say there is transmission fluid in it. That trans doesn't seem to be working.
Oh my God. Is there a torque converter in there?
Is there a torque converter in there at all? Pick it up. Let's have a look.
What if there's no converter in this transmission? The entire car was assembled for mock-up.
Uh-huh.
What if he just bolted the bell housing to the motor and there's no converter in there?
We got in the Corvette to drive away for the very first time, and the only satisfaction that we got out of that is this hat.
We were only trying to do burnouts. Imagine if we were trying to go somewhere. Like,
There's the torque converter, and it's bolted on.
this motor and trans came out of a wrecking yard, allegedly out of a car that was totaled, but only had 18,000 miles on it. This hasn't run since '98.
It has a torque converter. It has torque converter bolts. We're gonna run it through the gears a little bit more and just keep adding fluid until something happens, like a fire. That is nothing burger. We're pouring in exactly the amount that it takes to make this car move.
You want to fire it up, Mike, and run it through gears?
Sure.
That trans doesn't do anything.
This is not a complete surprise. It was a stick shift car to begin with. We could make it that again. That was full. I'd say that's over full. So the Corvette doesn't want to move. We have tried putting more fluid in it.
We have tried moving the shifter to every gear. All we have are 4 forward neutrals. And so now, car's up in the air. We are now pulling the pan off to see, is there something physically wrong with this thing? Because it's not pumping fluid.
That's fine. There's nothing wrong with it.
The only thing left is converter not seated in the pump, but that's highly unlikely since he did get it bolted together.
Uh-huh.
It's a new day, and therefore we have a new list. And first thing on that list is Trade Davids. That's right. Freiburger's gone. He is actually on vacation, which blows my mind because he never takes vacations. And so Newbern is here because he knows a lot about 4L60s, allegedly. And clearly, we had big problems with ours yesterday because no matter what we did, no matter how much fluid we put in it, I still had 4 neutrals. So today, first thing we're gonna do, lift the car back up, pull the trans, find out, is the torque converter not actually all the way seated in there? And did that destroy all the clutch packs? Because we let it run for half an hour trying to make it move.
Damn, this thing's nice.
So right now what we're doing is we're gonna attempt to slide the transmission backwards just a little bit rather than remove it all the way. This might give us just enough room so we can put our hands on the torque converter and see if we can spin it and shove it further in the transmission, engaging the fluid pump. If we can do that, cool. We can put it all back together and see if it works. The danger here is that we ran the car for like half an hour, burping the cooling system and trying to find a gear that actually worked. And when you run a trans for that long without the pump moving, there's a good chance we've smoked the clutches in the transmission, which means it needs to either be repaired or replaced.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to pull the trans out.
Okay. Man, it's already out, so yeah.
Well, that did not work. We couldn't get a good enough grip on the converter to shove it in the trans. So trans is now coming all the way out so that we can see if we can get it to shove all the way back in.
It does feel like there's a load on it.
I mean, maybe that's all it really needed was just a little push and a wiggle.
So right now we pulled the converter out to see if we can see how many times it actually, clicks into position. We think it's just not going far enough, but I don't know. We're about to find out, I guess. And we can't get the transmission down any further because the drive shaft is stuck in the car.
We could probably undo this U-joint if we need to.
Oh, like pull the U-joint loose?
Yeah, like just take these caps off and...
Okay. There you go. Now go up. All right, go. Oh, got it. Sweet.
How to take out a Corvette transmission. Be really sketchy about it.
We know our transmission is completely smoked. I called the folks at GearStar and said, hey, what happens when you run an engine for 20, 30 minutes without the torque converter all the way installed? And they said, you smoked the pump in the trans. And I said, okay. And I looked at Jeff and I said, Jeff, we need a transmission, like now. Jeff said, you can have mine. So we're taking his. And if I'm gonna borrow or steal someone's transmission, it might as well be a GearStar, because that's what he's got sitting right over here. We have a level 4 4L60. We're gonna verify this because there's a couple of variants of that trans, but I'm pretty sure it will fit in our car. And when it does, we will be doing burnouts. This is a level 4 4L60 transmission from GearStar Performance. This trans is built to withstand 600 foot-pounds of torque, 600 horsepower. I don't know what parts are inside of it, but I do know there is a billet GearStar 2800 RPM stall converter at the front of it. And over the past 19 years, I've lost track of the number of GearStar transmissions I've put in hot rods and trucks. I like them, they work, and this is the fix for our Corvette right now. Okay, go forward.
Try go up a little further now.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Keep going.
Yep.
Oh, we're making it happen.
Okay.
Corvettes are kind of hard to work on. All right, here we go.
Okay, we're almost there.
Well, we're getting roadkill here. Brand new transmission. It's a 4L60. It's got a lot of high performance parts, like a billet servo. And our old servo was flush with the side of the case. This one sticks out about, I'd say, 3/4 of an inch, which means it's hitting the floor of our car. Normally, I would just bash the floor of the car because roadkill, except the floor of this car is fiberglass, so I can't bash it. I would just put a hole in it.
So we got to try and get this tranny down just a little bit. So what I've done is I've taken the original tranny mount,
I've drawn up a little plate to replace this piece, and then we found an old body bushing for like a Chevelle or something like that. We're kind of replacing this with this and a piece that I'm gonna cut on the CNC plasma cutter.
There's the impact.
There we go, baby. There you go. You treat me right now.
This is the moment. All the work, all the thrashing, all the unknown, because it's a Corvette and we don't know what we're doing, comes down to this. Does our new transmission move? Let's find out. Let's try reverse. Oh, we got reverse. All right, neutral. All right, now drive. Oh, we have drive, dude.
Let's just warm up the trans and shift it through a few gears so we can check the level.
Okay. Reverse. Neutral drive. I think it's working. We're gonna go do burnouts. Oh man, that sounds good. Reverse, neutral, drive.
This is cool. I love the dash in these cars.
Oh, dude, the dash is incredible. Oh, it's spunky. It's very spunky. Oh, whoa. What's a heck of a downshift? There's a lot of, oh my God. There's a lot of new things in here. We're airing it out.
Wow.
This is the first time this car's been on any road.
Are the wheels tight?
I don't know. Did you tighten them?
I didn't put them on.
Oh.
The other David did.
Oh. I'm sure he did a good job of that. Ish.
I guess we'll find out, huh?
Dude, that's awesome. This thing's great. Oh my God. I can't see.
Oh
I
my God.
can't smell. Oh, dude, this thing does killer burnouts.
So if you're gonna do another burnout, pull it in first, then shift it in a second, because they keep trying to like upshift and downshift.
Yep. Wow, it leaves a good patch. Look at
All
that.
right, let's let it eat.
Okay, here we go. Dude, I can't see nothing.
I think you should probably stop. Look. Oh, God.
That makes a lot of smoke. I'm gonna keep Wow, Corvettes do great burnouts.
Man, I like it.
Thank you, Gearstar, for building an awesome transmission that has forward gears and reverse.
How's the temps? Everything looking good?
The last time we checked, it was 199.
That might have been the
That was
old.
like 2 burnouts ago. Why are we smoking? Are we smoking right now?
Oh, yeah,
and
a
we're
little bit.
smoking. Yeah, he's got it.
Whoa, sparks!
Oh, we're on fire.
Fire! Trying to disconnect the battery. Ah, it's hot.
Oh, it's the starter.
Ah, hurry up. Ross, we need something to cut the battery
Grab
cable.
my phone. About to melt the Corvette to the ground.
Water. Ah, battery cables. We gotta cut them.
Here.
Water. Okay, battery cable's cut.
Okay.
Okay, that was exciting.
All right, dude.
Yeah, I'll be all right.
It's gonna hurt a little bit later.
Thank you for saving the car. Okay, well, that's it for this episode of Roadkill. That's just how it goes. You know, you throw a car together in 6 days and you don't get very far. But we did do burnouts, which was the goal.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll fix it, and maybe you'll see that on a future episode of Roadkill.
You know what's fun while it lasted?
Wow. Almost lost the car. You know, we always say, oh, God, I hope we don't lose the shot. We literally almost lost the car. All right, Smokey. We just named the car. Thanks for the water.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Oh, boy. That's my first electrical fire on Roadkill. Oh, God, 12-volt Dave was here. No wonder why this thing caught on fire.
How existential is this? I'm watching Roadkill. Wow. Watching Roadkill. This is the rough cut of the 6-week episode. So while we're shooting this episode, we're reviewing our last adventure.
You know what I just found out recently?
Huh.
Most people on car TV shows don't get to do what you're doing.
Oh, no way.
They just film it and then it comes out and hope it's, you know, correct.
Yeah, no, we're super lucky to be able to like review episodes and make sure they're cool.
This time on Roadkill, it is the greatest road trip anyone's ever taken in a gray Corvette with a blue interior and red door jambs. Plus, the legendary Steve Dulcich.
I had the easy lifting, man. All I did was drive at the track.
Oh, and you killed it.
Oh, thank you.
We are hanging out inside of Driven Garage in Oakland, California, prepping for the ultimate road trip. We're gonna drive from San Francisco all the way to Del Mar, California to go to the most super judgy place on earth, a Good Guys Rod and Custom Association car show. It's a car show with really nice cars, not Corvettes that you assembled in 6 days, caught on fire, and then tried to drive. We all have bucket list cars, right? I'm no different. Blasphemy, my 55 Chevy, that was on my short list. Well, so is a C2 Corvette. The problem is they're stupid expensive. So what did I do? I bought the worst one I could find. This C2, at one point in its life, actually had C3 Corvette body panels grafted on the front and the back of it. Absolutely horrible. So bad that a previous owner took a sledgehammer to this car to smash the C3 body panels off of it, and then slowly over the years, put it back to a C2 shape, but never finished the car. So I bought it needing wiring, plumbing, brakes, exhaust, suspension work. The dashboard was out of the car. It had an LS1 and 4L60 sitting in it that wasn't even mounted. It needed everything, including a new transmission, as it turns out. And so we spent 6 days at Driven Garage here in Oakland, California, slamming the car together, doing a hellacious burnout with it, and then it promptly burst into flames. So that was the end of that episode of Roadkill. This is where it all went wrong last time. That's the main battery cable that just welded itself to the case of the starter. That's behind us now. I feel like we're gonna be fine. It's gonna be good. We're gonna make it. We're nearly ready to leave. We need to fix the remnants of the fire that happened to our 66 Vette, give it an alignment, find a place to get seat belts because safety, and then we're leaving.
Hopefully.
Allegedly today.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a little problem with the alignment on the Vette. Right now, the wheels are cambered like way like this. We're gonna correct that. I'm gonna adjust these rods so that we can kind of bring the wheels in on the bottom, which is gonna bring them out on the top. 1 degree positive on my gauge. You can kind of see the wheel looks a lot straighter. It's not sitting way in like this, so. Mike was complaining last night that the car was pulling to the left a little bit, so we're gonna check the front toe. We want these wheels to be either parallel or just slightly towed in, so that'll help keep the car tracking straight. So we want that to go to about 1 inch. We nailed it, dude.
Good?
67.5 on the back, 67 3/8 in the front, so that's like an 1/8 inch
Oh, yeah.
toe in. It's perfect.
Lock it down.
Dead nuts.
I feel like even though we've already left twice and come back, this is the one.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
I mean, I'll miss you.
Oh, I mean, I don't want to jinx this, but I'm pretty sure we're coming back in about 3 minutes here.
Yeah.
If not, we're driving straight through San Francisco because he's never been. Bay Bridge, tunnels, and then we're heading for the coast.
Beautiful sunsets along the coast. Can't beat it, dude. That's why I live here.
Thanks, homie.
Good to see you, bud.
Appreciate it, dude.
All right, guys. Have fun.
Oh, it's gotten smaller. Just my mirror, and we're off. All right, what do you think the odds are that we actually leave and not return?
The odds are great. No negativity here, okay? We got this. All right. Onward.
Bye, Jeff. If you're just joining us, Newbern and I are taking the 66 Corvette from Oakland, California, all the way to Del Mar, California, the long way. We're gonna take the coast, we're gonna cut across to the inland, maybe see a drag strip.
Dude, this is my second time in California. I've never actually ventured out and driven around in California, so I'm pretty excited.
We're doing all the things, drag racing, autocrossing, getting lost, seeing the sights, probably breaking down. First driving impressions. I love the shape of the car.
Me too.
But I believe that in 66, humans were a lot shorter because this was not built for somebody that's 6 foot 1 inch tall and mostly legs.
I think it's great.
How tall are you?
5'8".
What does Wikipedia say? 7?
5'7". Isn't Freiburger like 80-something years old according to the internet?
According to the internet, yeah. There's a bridge. There's water.
Wow.
Dude, it handles pretty good. Got ourselves a sports car. Oh, this is San Francisco, by the way.
Well, for real?
Yeah.
This is so cool. I'm in a C2 Corvette. This is my first time riding in one. I'm in San Francisco.
Wait till tomorrow when we actually drive Highway 1 on the coast. It's going to be a cliff on one side and the ocean on the other, and just a windy road, dude. It's going to be incredible.
Can't wait. So from one extreme to the other.
Yeah, this is incredible. Have you ever seen the Pacific Ocean before?
No.
So we need to go up to the top so you can get a better view of it.
At some point, I need to go touch it.
Dude, it's
Look at this.
incredible.
Fall to our deaths right here,
Yeah, I'm
man.
gonna back up just a little bit.
Oh my God, man. This is incredible.
It's getting dark though. We should probably make the headlights function.
So tape, gaff tape?
Oh yeah.
So the headlights do work though. We just gotta tape them up.
Well, I mean, they're present. So this is a C2 Corvette, factory pop-up headlights. If it was, you know, a really good car, these would be motorized. You'd flip a switch in there and they'd pop up, but we're just gonna pretend ours is a great car, but it's a race car. So we'll be engaging the gaff tape. The key here is you don't wanna ruin the fresh primer job on your race car with any old tape.
Can't have any wrinkles. Gotta do it good.
Maybe we should try them. Dimmer switch.
They work. No way. This is too good for us.
Oh, dude, the high beam indicator in the cluster is working.
No.
Totally works.
All right, off we go.
Well, we left Oakland a few hours ago. How far do you think we gone?
I don't know, 40 miles?
That's generous. I don't know if we've gone that far.
Well,
But nearest I can tell, this car was last registered in 1993. So I think officially we can say we put gas in the Vette for the first time in about 3 decades.
Yeah.
About 13 gallons worth. 2 or 3 of which is now leaking onto the ground here at the gas station.
It's still looking good, too.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't really feel good about driving any further until we do something about it. So once it stops, I think we use the water to rinse off the chassis and then just drive really fast and try to outrun the fire.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I got a fire extinguisher. I actually have a fire
I just
extinguisher.
assumed that was for the electrical fire.
Well, it's
Inevitable one.
it's pretty good size. I mean, we could split it up.
There goes the water. I don't want to start it. I don't want to step on the brake pedal. There's a lot of wires back here.
All right. We can't crank the car up because everything's just covered in gas back here. So we're going to back it in the car wash. We're going to spray just the bottom because we don't have no door seals. And then we're going to pull it back out once it's done.
I thought this would be lighter.
I told you it was heavy.
Ugh. It's a Corvette. It's made of fiberglass. It should be easier to push.
2,800 pounds, my butt.
It drives like it's only 2,800.
That's true. Don't be hitting no brakes. Don't be hitting no brakes, homie.
I promise.
I felt it. Okay. All right.
Oh, disco. Okay. This feels all right.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's on. Ah! Wait! Ah! It's water! Oh!
I got you.
I hate
got
all
you.
of you! I mean, not really, but damn, that's cold!
How's that? Good?
Oh, it's much better. The smell's gone.
Are you good?
Yeah, it's a little wet, but
Try and fire it up. All right.
okay, it didn't blow up. I feel good about this.
Never done a burnout in a car wash on a Tuesday in California in a 66 Corvette.
Welcome to day 2 of our adventure.
Yeah.
Man, I'm excited. We are in Santa Cruz. The goal here is to drive about 230 miles today south to Lompoc, California, home of Hot Rod Ranch.
Yes.
Epic dudes who found this car for me. They were the ones that sent me the Craigslist ad.
Let's go.
You ever done a burnout on a pier before? Maybe just a little one.
Wow. Smoke real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll down the window. Get rid of the evidence.
Hey, did you see that way the lady was looking at us?
No, I'm just watching for
Looks could kill. Oh. You did a burnout backwards in a car wash, which is pretty incredible. Then you just did a burnout on a pier.
This thing's funky. Race car. This car has no chill at all. It just wants to go. Are we really willing to cut this up and turn it into a race car, which is my dream? 6-second C2 Corvette at drag week, but what's that really like? 'Cause I'm a little worried about the room once you put a funny car cage in.
This car would be like really cool with this a roll bar, nothing else in here, just a roll bar, maybe some down bars to the back, and like 1,000 horsepower.
Oh, 600 would be a handful. It would definitely need suspension works because it doesn't have any traction now.
Well, you don't want traction, it's a street car.
Oh, that's right.
You want to impress the ladies.
Ladies love smoke. They like just bathe in it.
Yes.
They love it when you do burnouts, and then when you get to the restaurant,
Yeah.
if you make it, they like to get out of the car smelling like
Yeah.
burnt rubber.
That's a good smell.
Oh, my wife loves that. When we get to Monterey, you want to switch? You want to drive it?
Hell yeah.
All right.
1 South. Monterey. Is that how you said that? Monterey?
Monterey.
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 Are you about to do a dope?
Ah! Oh my God. we're cruising down the coast, pretty much having the best day at work ever, and all of a sudden we see a cool car, and then another cool car, and then we realize there's a car dealership with old cars, and then a car in particular just stopped us in our tracks, like we nearly crashed the car. And we turn around and we come back and we realize we found a place called Monterey Touring Car Company where you can rent the car of your dreams. Like for 110 bucks an hour, you can rent a 21 window Volkswagen bus. You can rent a C2 Corvette convertible. You can just go cruise a Chevelle convertible, a Tri-5, like absolutely everything here, none of which we're renting right now. Look at this.
Let's go.
This is our baby. This is what we're taking to lunch. This is what we don't have time to stop for right now, but we're stopping anyway.
It'll be all right. We're gonna take it back in time so that way we gain it back.
We're gonna go where tacos are cheaper now.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going back in time in a DeLorean right here, right now.
Call me Marty.
Oh man, this is gonna be incredible.
Oh wow.
And yeah, it has a flux capacitor.
Always wanted to do this.
Yeah. Got a 130 horsepower transverse mounted V6 in the back. Don't care, as long as it goes 88, it's all good. You know the body of this car is stainless steel?
Oh yeah.
It will never rust when it goes back in time.
Well, does that mean it's really heavy?
They look so amazing that they put this car in Back to the Future.
We're in a freaking DeLorean.
Dude.
Oh my God.
Dude. On some Marty McFly vibe today. All right.
88 miles an hour, here we come.
Get it.
Dude, we're driving a DeLorean.
Yes, we are.
Oh my God. This is so cool.
This is the best day at work ever. These cars make sense to me. It's incredibly futuristic looking, even nearly 40 years later after it was built. They're just dope, dude. I don't know why more people don't get into DeLoreans.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Hit it.
We're going for it.
4,000 RPM, 55 miles an hour, 60,
Come on, baby.
65,
You can do it.
70,
Come on.
75, 80,
Come on, baby.
82,
Come on, baby.
83,
Come on, baby.
85.
Come on, we got this.
Don't lift.
We got this.
Don't lift. What year is it? That was awesome.
We did it.
That was awesome.
We did it. We did it.
Let's go get some tacos.
Okay.
I can see you in one of these.
All right. Well, we're back here in the present.
We no longer have time to go to the pawn shop and buy tools, so cross your fingers the Corvette doesn't break down because we still have to get to Hot Rod Ranch tonight.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. These are brand new tires. And that's how clouds are made. Whoa, look at this, dude. Dude, it was coming through the headliner. Wait, no. I can't see. Are we on fire? No.
Sorry.
What the hell? We have
Sorry.
to pause for a minute here so we can just air it out and drive.
It gets in the RPMs really fast.
It does really good burnouts. I thought we were on fire. Oh, we gotta roll the window down, dude. That's still in here. I know. Turn on the air conditioning.
All right, here we go.
You want these? All right, just stay on Highway 1. You're gonna be on this for like, I don't know, 180 miles.
Oh, wow.
It's about to get epic. I've never had smoke come out of the headliner before. So this is the sketchy part. Winding road, most amazing scenery you've ever seen. You get caught rubbernecking and crash into another car, go off the road, end up in the ocean, whatever.
Oh, wow.
So enjoy it, but don't kill us.
Copy that.
That's all. So happy that the brakes are fresh.
Holy cow.
It's like you could drive straight off into the ocean. 300 feet down, something like that. Can't believe we're doing this.
It's getting real good.
Yeah, now.
Yep.
Perfect. Nailed it. It's like you've done this before. You're like James Bond back. He looks like he's on fire. Oh my God. Like 007 car.
Check it out, dude. What was that? Nice ride.
How you doing, Gil?
Good, how are you? Good
to
to see you
see
guys.
you.
It's been a while.
What's up, big guy?
What's up, dude?
I don't think I've actually been to this shop.
Dude.
The last time I was here on Roadkill was a different shop, right?
Yeah, we were on the out on Central Avenue. Yep. This has some old Lompoc racing and hot rod roots. So, well, welcome. Yeah, it's been a hot rod shop since '59.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to go drag racing today at Famoso, but we need to put in just seatbelts, basically. I think
Yeah.
that's the only safety thing we're missing.
You think you could help them with some seatbelts? Yeah. Okay.
Can we see all the cool cars first, though?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, please.
I'm not really a Model A guy, but this thing's amazing.
The chassis came up for sale actually down in Huntington Beach, and it had just a body that was all in pieces. But I really saw, obviously, the value in the chassis and the engine. All this stuff was done with the injection. Let me get a little bit of go juice in here. Okay.
Dude, that's so cool.
That is rowdy.
Yeah.
Dude. Okay, I'm fully motivated. We need to put seatbelts in our car so we can race later.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're talking about there.
So we're trying to figure out where the seatbelts go in a C2 Corvette because we're new to this. And on the bottom of this chassis, there's these cables. There's one here and one here. If you get into an accident and the seatbelt pulls, it pulls on the cable. I think this is what keeps the bolt from coming all the way out when you're in a wreck. So just cut out the floor insulation and find these in the car. We haven't gotten to the good part yet. This is just the shop in town. We're now we go to the actual ranch where the stash of magnesium wheels and cars and
If it's better than this, and I don't know if I can handle it.
it's even better than this.
Oh my goodness.
Let's go.
Oh man. Let's buckle up.
We do have seatbelts now.
All right.
Yeah, you gotta warm it up.
I can't see it. I can't see.
I can't see nothing. Oh, I gotta stop. Quick, open the doors.
I can't see. Oh!
Oh, might as well go to a drag strip now. Got the tires all nice and warm.
I like how we do a burnout at every place we visit. I mean, I bet you won't do it through this intersection. Just saying.
These tires are epic, dude. They make so much smoke.
Is this it?
Yeah. Everything is close together in Lompoc.
What is that square body?
You didn't know we bought that?
No.
Yeah.
What the hell's that?
Yeah. That thing's awesome. Dude, it's clean.
Dude, this thing's huge.
And now we're at the actual Hot Rod Ranch, which is 22 acres of farmland just inside of Lompoc, where the family has buildings full of treasures. And oh, by the way, I might have had another reason to come here. This This right here is a custom Chevy square body stretch limousine, once owned by a strip club in Fresno. It still smells like a strip club inside of it. I like the seats. The car phone is incredible.
I know.
Oh, wow. Oh, dude. I've been trying to find magnesium wheels for Blasphemy forever. Is the intake magnesium too?
Yeah, that's a really rare. It's a Mickey Thompson, but it was before it was even MT. It's what they call a Thompson.
Wow.
That's a pretty rare piece.
I told you guys that the guys from Hot Rod Ranch are the ones that found me my Corvette. So these guys just have all of this stuff, and we're now at their ranch, and this is one of the storage buildings, and it is full of magnesium wheels. I picked up a magnesium wheel for the first time in my life here. It's unbelievably light. I'm gonna drool over all this stuff, and then we're gonna head to Bakersfield and go see how quickly our new Corvette can go down a drag strip. All right, little buddy. Thank you. Not you, you're big buddy.
I'm the bigger buddy.
I wish we'd go with you guys.
Thanks, Gil. We made it 200 miles from the coast all the way to Famoso drag strip. We're not actually in Bakersfield, we're in McFarland, but everybody calls this Bakersfield.
Close enough, huh?
Right next door, dude.
Finnegan, that thing's a beauty, man.
I brought the smoke for you.
Oh, nice. Does this kind of make us Vette bros now?
Oh, dude, we're just missing the New Balances and the jorts.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've got them at home.
Oh, sweet. C5? Like,
Yeah.
I haven't seen this. This is new, right?
Yeah, I just got it a while ago.
6-speed, nice.
Convertible, classy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks like a race car to me.
Well, it's not really a drag car.
You have a C5, I have a C2. They have virtually identical motors. I see no reason why we shouldn't race them down the drag strip.
Well, I'm even hesitant to do a burnout in this thing, because if I break it, it's going to be a lot of dough.
I'll do enough burnouts for both of us, don't worry.
Okay,
Good
well,
luck.
well, I'll give it a shot,
Yeah.
maybe. Maybe just a little one.
Yeah, it's just a little smoke.
A little bit, like a peel out, maybe.
One cloud.
Peel out. I like that.
So excited about this. Steve Dulcich is one of my favorite humans on the planet, and the guy's a legend. And if I lose here today, well, it'll be to a legend, so I'm okay with that. Oh, he's still going. That's why he's a legend, ladies and gentlemen. He went 300 feet. He went to the first timing block. That is why he is Steve Dulcich.
Well, Dulcich just did a dang John Force burnout, and he said he wasn't going to do any kind of burnout. So he lied right off the bat. I told my man, I was like, look, don't let him show you up. We got to burn out to at least the 330 mark, so.
I can't see. I have to stop because I can't see.
The only reason he stopped right there is because he can't see. That entire car right now is full of smoke.
There's a design flaw with the C2.
Steve, he's got some shenanigans going. He's like, I'm not going to burn out. I'm going to just keep it, simple. I don't want to break my car. Then he comes out here and does a John Force burnout. He's got something up his sleeve, but we'll see.
Stage is lit. Go, man, go!
$13.5 for the C2, $14.2 for the Vette. There's more to come out of that C5, so, man, not bad.
Okay, so Steve red lit. Then my trans didn't want to shift into third gear, so it bumped off the rev limiter and I had to dump it.
So now that they've both gone, they know their cars. Let's give them a second try at this. Steve, you jumped by half a second. That was good.
It was that much.
That was long.
It was a big red light.
You left yesterday.
But it really bogged off the line.
I saw that. So you guys should definitely go for a round 2.
Let's do it again.
Yeah,
do it
it's
again.
fun.
Playtime's over. They're taking it more serious this time around, so it's going to be a much tighter race. I'm predicting 13-4 out of both of these cars.
This is round 2, Dulcich versus Finnegan.
Oh!
Go, car.
They both had really good lights. That's good. The C2's on the rev limiter.
Yeah. I think Dulcich left on me a little bit, but I got him, man. I definitely beat him to the finish line.
13-1 to a 13-7. 105 to 105. So they're close.
Oh, man. Beautiful sunset, drag racing classic Corvettes in Southern California. Doesn't get any better than this. It's been an epic road trip.
I want to race. If the car's not broken, I want to make a pass. I hadn't raced yet, so I'm getting antsy here. I want to race Steve Dulcich. That alone, is a life goal for me. You chopped it down.
Really?
You got him good. 0.069 for your X time. He was a 0.294. But you went a 13.7 at 105. He went a 13.1 at 105.
Yeah. I mean, look at the 60-foot. My car is bogging like crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, that was awesome.
Yeah.
You treed me.
Huh?
Yes, he
Totally
did.
left on me, dude.
Yes, he did.
His urgency made me super lackadaisical.
Yeah.
I was just like, doo-doo-doo, let's go.
Well, this time I promised Cleet I wasn't going to red light, so
You didn't, dude. That was like damn near a perfect light.
I never thought I'd ever drag race this thing.
Now, next thing you know, he's ordering parts for
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah, I need
now
long-
it's his race car.
This is where
Yeah.
it starts. I'm looking for a race.
You are?
Yes. You down?
Sure.
One more time?
Yeah, man.
Give me all you got off the line.
I'll try. Man, it was so much fun racing Finnegan. The car doesn't 60 foot, but Finnegan got me off like the first front of the track, and then we're basically gapping each other evenly all the way down the rest of the way. I think Newburn wants to take me on, so that's my opportunity for one final pass.
I'm about to race Steve Dulcich. Ah!
The final countdown, the final showdown, all the marbles. I don't think anyone's bet anything here today, but this is still important because it's the legendary Steve Dulcich against 12-volt Dave, which means that car could catch on fire. This car probably smokes the clutch. But who's gonna win? Oh, no! Dulcich with another red light, extending his streak of, rev limiter, keep going. But who'll have the better ABT? 13.25 in the right lane, 13.65. Dulcich improves. He went 13.74 last time. He just went 13.65. He's getting better every time, but the man is antsy. You can tell he's on edge. He red lit again. That was awesome! Tensions are high. Man, it's been a minute since I've been down the track, and I have missed it. Woo! Why you gotta leave so early against my guy?
Ah,
Come on, friend.
couldn't have been too much of a red light.
It was nearly 0.2 of a second.
Was it?
Yeah. It's like the race was Wednesday. You left Tuesday.
Yeah, but I went faster.
You did.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. You know why? Driving talent, skills. The car's got more left. It just keeps going faster. Ours is slowing down.
Okay, so it ran mid-13s basically.
Dude, that's a good street car.
Yeah, it's not a bad street car.
Yeah. It has air conditioning and climates and controls and windows that go up and down.
I left the air conditioning on.
There it
would
is.
have ran 1320s.
There it is.
Next time. Can I have that so I can frame it?
It's all yours.
Thank you.
You should have him sign it.
Does it say? Yeah, it says Dulcich. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. Have a good trip, guys.
Thank you.
I think I'm driving home.
See you, Steve.
All right. Have fun, guys.
Thanks, dude. Man, what a day.
What a day.
Hot Rod Ranch. We ended the day drag racing Steve Dulcich.
Yeah, we did.
Let's go. she's still here.
Yeah, thank God. You know, I woke up this morning, I had a thought, right? The first thought was, I need to put all the fuses back in, you know, for our anti-theft system. This makes the car run. The other thought I had was, this car's really only good at one thing.
What's that?
Well, it ain't autocross, it's burnouts.
Oh, yeah.
So why are we going to Del Mar to go around on autocross cones in a parking lot when we can go to Vegas and do more burnouts with our friends? And craps.
I've never played craps.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I have no idea how to play craps, but I feel like it would be fun.
You already said Vegas. I don't even care what we're doing in Vegas. Let's just go to Vegas.
All right, I'm gonna put these back in. So we're going the extra mile to secure this car in hotel parking lots by removing most of the fuses from the fuse box. Anybody with a tow truck or a flatbed or, you know, 4 friends with some floor jacks can steal this car like they did the Maserati. But at least this makes me feel a little bit better. Let's go to Vegas.
I've always wanted one of those right there.
A tank?
All of them. Can we go inside?
Yeah, I have a 2-part plan for upgrading the capabilities of this machine to do better burnouts.
From here?
Yeah, part 1 starts here. Let's go.
All right. Sweet.
This is the place. You know what we need?
Everything.
Gas masks.
Ghillie suit.
Like legit gas masks.
Grenades.
We don't need grenades.
Yes, we do.
We're just going to Vegas, dude. We're not going to war. I want you to walk out of here in this, and I want you to wear it till we're in Vegas.
No.
But it would be so much fun for me. Gas masks. Found them.
Gas mask.
Yeah,
Oh, so we can breathe while doing a burnout?
that's right.
Oh, genius. It smells like freedom. Let's go.
I don't smell anything, dude. This is great.
I can breathe.
Yeah, I can breathe. I just can't see. This smells great. Okay. Okay. Ready. It's a beautiful day for a burnout.
Vegas, baby, Vegas. Las Vegas!
We are here. Man, this car did great.
Oh, dude, we just drove from Oakland down the coast all the way to Vegas. I think we did about 800 miles. Epic trip. And now it is time for phase 2 of our plan. Hey, Newbern, why don't you show the folks at home what phase 2 of the plan is?
Here we go. Our gas masks are in position. Let's do this, dude.
All right. Last burnout of our vacation. Oh, boy. Oh, God.
This is the cop. Gotcha, cops, gotcha. Stay right, go right.
Oh, my God.
He's gonna miss you.
The cop just passed us. The cop just passed us. The cop just passed us. The cop passed us.
Cop had you dead to right.
Oh my God.
It totally worked.
There's smoke pouring out of the car.
Turn on the fan, dude. Hit the fan, hit the fan. Okay, you're good. Nothing to see here.
Oh my God.
Phase 2, roll.
Oh my God, dude! Why? How did we not just get pulled over? The dude pulled out as we were doing the burnout.
Because it was a foolproof plan. Gas mask, battery powered leaf blower for the win.
That is the way you enter Las Vegas right there.
Woo!
Hell yeah. That was awesome. Why are we smoking?
Where'd the smoke come from? Are we on fire again? There's no way. We went this whole way, did all these burnouts, and now we're overheating. We could be on fire again, but we're definitely not overheating. Oh no. It's shaking, it's running rough. Did we blow this mofo up? We need to get around the corner and look at this.
It's running hot.
Oh God. It won't rev.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I think this thing is seizing up right now.
Why did you? We got the green, just go.
There's nothing to go to.
Oh God.
It's dead, it's done.
Oh God.
It is so unhappy.
Oh yeah, she's hot. Oh my God, smoke came out of here.
I think it's toast.
Let's roll down, dude, and get off the road.
All right. Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna roll on down the on-ramp here and try to get to the shoulder before somebody kills us.
I cannot believe that.
I think we just smoked this thing.
All right, you go. We'll stay right here.
We just roadkilled ourselves. That fuse melted worse than I've ever seen before, and the fan stopped working, and we probably cooked the motor right there on Las Vegas Boulevard. Well, we got water. We're just waiting for it to cool off.
Oh, gotcha.
So do you have any fuses?
What kind do you need?
A 40.
Yep, I got you.
All right. You got more than one? I'll take it. Thank you. You give to the road, and the road will give back to you every time.
Let's give it a shot. Let's just see what happens.
It's 7 miles to the hotel. Roll us a 7. We'll get there.
I can't roll us a 7. There's only one die. 6. Hey, close enough. I maxed it out. Let's go.
You realize we can't overheat. We don't have a coolant temp gauge.
Can we just not? Let's just not talk about anything else.
Oh, seems to run okay. That's good news. I've never melted a fuse like that before. Come on, Smokey. You can do it.
Just don't smoke. Come on, baby.
How many miles left?
3.
Oh, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
I see the golden nugget. I see it over there.
Yeah. Look at all the lights.
I love it.
I love this part of Vegas.
We made it, dude.
Oh, yes, we did. This was the best roadkill trip I've had in a long time. I got to experience a bucket list car, one I've never been in before. I got to road trip down the coast with one of my best friends. We did more burnouts than we have in the history of roadkill during one trip, and somehow managed not to go to jail.
Oh my God, dude!
Which should always be goal number 1. I can't wait to see what happens in a future episode of Roadkill with this car, and I can't wait to see where the road takes us next time on Roadkill.
I summoned you, please come to me. Don't bury thoughts that you really want. I fill you up, drink from my cup. Within my life's what you really want. wash over me. Look at how we came. I captivate, you're hypnotized. Feel powerful, but it's me again. Come, let me down, 'cause I know this, 'cause I know this. I'm in the middle of the night, in the middle of the night. Just call my name, I'm used to the time. In the middle of the night, in the middle of the night. I'm wide awake, I crave your taste all night long, till morning comes. I'm getting what is mine, you're gon' get yes or no, no. In the middle of the night, in the middle of the night, oh.
This time on Roadkill, big adventures in an average car on sick week.
God, this was fun. And Michael Knight never had nitrous like you did.
No chance. Hasselhoff has got nothing on me. I held a gator on this episode. All right, walk straight ahead. Follow this. Nope, nope, this way.
I can't see nothing.
We're in Bradenton, Florida for Sick Week. Here's how this event is going to work. It's pretty much a direct carbon copy of Hot Rod Drag Week, which means there's 4 drag strips and 5 races in 5 days, and all of the competitors have to drive the cars from track to track without any support. So what we're gonna be doing is starting here at Bradenton, Florida, then we go to Orlando Speed World, then we drive to Gainesville, the home of the NHRA Gator Nationals, then South Georgia Motorsports Park, and ultimately back here to Bradenton if the car survives that long. So we were dying to do this because it's the very first event, but we didn't have a car. So I bought something off Craigslist sight unseen. I know what it is, but I've never seen the car until this moment, and it's a surprise to Finnegan completely. So, are you ready?
I feel like I'm in a horror movie. Yes, man, let's do this.
All right, unleash.
That's my throat.
There you go. What do you think?
You bought a Knight Rider car.
Yeah.
This is good.
I figured Florida is 3rd-gen territory, right?
I like this.
I'm actually kind of stoked on it, but I did try and undersell it to you as being boring. Here's the key, 6-speed.
Really?
Yes, so we're entered in the stick class.
All right.
I don't know if it runs, I don't know if it'll pass tech, I don't know if that window goes up or down.
That seat is well ventilated.
Yeah, it's a 350 carbureted T56, 373 rear gears. This is a 1986 Trans Am. I think it would have been like a 305 TPI when it was new. Is that
Yeah,
right?
you said it was carbureted, but the door handles clearly says fuel injection. Oh, it's a small block Chevy.
Yeah.
This is not the original motor, I'm guessing.
Well, no, it would have been a 305 and the guy told me it's a 350, but who knows?
I got a pretty good feeling.
I did buy nitrous.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, we're good then.
Our only goal here is to make the thing quicker every day.
Oh, dude. We're gonna have fun with this.
The big problem, this rear end is glass. I think we're gonna break the rear end day 1 or day 2.
Oh, did you bring one of those?
No.
Okay, you brought nitrous.
Yeah.
I like where this is going. We have all the ingredients to blow up a rear end we have no parts for.
Yeah.
All right, I'm in. Let's do it.
Let's see if it runs. Ooh, that. Yeah, battery's dead.
It's a great sign.
Yeah. Does it say it has to be running to go through tech?
Nope, we can push it. The oil looks like oil. Completely empty. We're great.
All the safety checks.
Okay, you want to try the lights? Oh, we have a dead battery. What am I doing?
Dead battery.
Dead battery.
Well, step on the brakes. They might come on. Oh, wait. Got brake lights. Try headlights. Yes! That one doesn't work.
I don't care.
We need a headlight. The rules for this event say that the car has to be street legal. You have to have registration and insurance and all the lights and everything and a horn.
Yeah.
Is that gonna work?
I think so. Right.
Never start. Okay.
Goodbye.
All right, our Duralast battery going in. Ready?
Let's make some noise.
Let's see if it cranks. Fires right up.
Oh, dude, is it even running?
It's mint. It dies a little. It might need to warm up some. Check engine lights on.
There's an electric fuel pump somewhere.
Is there?
Yeah.
Is it at fuel pressure?
It has fuel pressure. The choke is open. Let me find a screwdriver. So there's a knocking.
Yeah, I heard that too. But it's the clutch.
It doesn't run very good right now.
No, we can make it better. Here's what's going on right now. It is 12:12. In order to get into the event, you have to be in the line for tech at 1 o'clock. They cut it off after 1. We're gonna put the slicks on it because we think that might be a requirement for going through tech so they can measure your tire size. The car's not good. It's warming up and maybe it's getting a little bit better, but the carburetor doesn't want to take throttle. It bogs really badly. There's a rattle coming from the throwout bearing that's pretty gnarly. It's a perfect start to a Roadkill. The tires we're putting on here are on 15x8 wheels. They're the cheapest aluminum wheels I could get at Summit Racing, and it's a Hoosier 27x10 50/15. See, it's race now. Look at it.
Oh, definitely a race car. We just picked up so much ET until we break the rear end in half when it hooks.
All right, we're gonna go get in the line for tech.
Oh, this thing's nasty.
It's not that bad.
It's nasty.
Wow, that car has only moved, I don't know, 15 car lengths in 3 hours? Wow, this line's long. 350 cars here.
My favorite thing about events like this is the randomness of all the cars that are here.
It has really good variety.
Really good.
Our headlight doesn't work, so we're gonna fix it here in the line. We wouldn't normally be doing this, but it's an actual rule. Like, they won't let us race without it, so here we are.
It's very dim, but it's there.
Okay, that's all we need. It says you must have headlights. It doesn't say how many candle power they must be.
We have 1 candle power.
Okay. It's first thing in the morning, so last night we got through tech in the dark, and then this morning was the driver's meeting. We got through that. Then we got to sit in the grandstands and watch racing.
We never get to do that.
We never get to do that. And today, in a couple of hours, I got to make our first pass, and we were talking strategy about, am I gonna break the rear end first run? Am I gonna slip the clutch?
Yeah.
What's my plan?
Well, I have no personal experience with the 7.5-inch rear end in this.
Oh, update on that.
Okay.
It's actually the somewhat more unusual but stronger Australian-made 9-bolt rear end. I looked under it.
Okay, so if you can convince yourself that 9-bolt means 9-inch, then it's really more durable than you think it is.
Maybe.
You know.
So we'll be slow today, and the goal is simply to make it faster every day because we'll probably be the slowest car here by the end of the meet.
Yeah, it's going forward.
Okay. Well, it was up in the air. I spun the tire and we checked. It actually seems to have a limited slip in it. Between that and the fact that it is that 9-bolt Australian-made rear end instead of the weaker 10-bolt, we have some chance of survival. Now I got to install the sticker.
Oh, yeah. I bet it's even mostly level.
How'd we do?
Perfect?
They should just trophy us now.
Ah, dude. We just bolted on 37 horsepower right there.
We're getting ready to go for the first time. Don't forget, this will be the first time I've ever really driven this car. Okay. I hope I can figure out how to do a burnout and launch this thing. I wish it was more warmed up. It was bogging bad when it was cold.
Talk about an interesting matchup. 1964 Spitfire with the engine hanging out of it. And over on the left side, that's David Freiburger from Roadkill. The car they just grabbed off of Craigslist.
Please don't break. Please don't break. Please don't break. So there's a bet going around right now of what ET it's gonna run, and it's widespread. It's someone thought a 17, someone thought a 16. Okay, all right. Oh, not broken, not broken. Let's go. I'm hoping for a 14.5-second pass out of whatever engine is under that hood. Come on, Freiburger, be gentle, be gentle. All right, it's not broken. It's not fast, but it's not broken either. Go car. Oh, it's really, really rich. A lot of black smoke. All right, still going. It's gonna be a minute here.
Freiburger goes 1432, 95 miles an hour.
1432! Dude, we have a 14-second car that we bought yesterday.
All right, through in third gear. I short shifted first, second, but it left okay, didn't break anything.
We haven't even turned a wrench on this thing yet. There's so much potential. I think we can get this into the 13s with a lot of nitrous.
1432 at 95 miles an hour. Not bad. And Mike Finnegan wins the bet. Here's how that went. I launched the thing at 3,500 RPM and rode the clutch out. I way short shifted from first to second, 4,500 RPM. And then in third gear, it went all the way out the top end at 5,000 RPM. So we know it'll rev that high, and we know it's all in one piece. It's actually way better than I thought.
Is this the winner's circle? There's checker flags.
Right.
All over the place.
Yeah, not bad, right?
Not at all.
Isn't that way better than you thought?
Hell yeah, and it didn't break.
I'm convinced I can drive it to $13.99 and we can spray it to $12.99 if it holds together.
I think all of that will happen.
Sweet. One of your jobs is to hand in a time slip every day before you leave. My first time slip, ready to hand in.
How fast you go?
Yes.
How cool is this?
Yep. We're official. 1432 at 95 miles an hour, and I got the directions. We're on the road.
This is Tom McGilton's funnel.
Okay.
He runs low sevens, so I feel like we're gonna gain at least a tenth or two off of the juju and the osmosis that's coming from this funnel.
Can you handle the power?
I mean, I'll try my best. I'm definitely putting the seatbelt on because she's a rocket.
Ready?
I'm in. It's pretty smooth.
Don't break my ride.
Right? All right. There's a shake,
Yeah, there is.
but it's the whole car. It's not the steering, it's the trans. See the rear end bouncing up and down?
Maybe.
Do we have shocks on this car? I don't even know.
I don't know.
We have to just look at it as opportunities to improve tomorrow.
Part of the rules is that you have to follow the actual route that they give you so everybody's driving the same distance, and you got to do checkpoints. The first one was the California Zephyr Railroad Carriage.
That's where we were at?
Yeah, and now we're in something called Old Town. Old Town where? I'm not really sure, but we'll get our photo. And I think we're about an hour to the hotel, which means teppanyaki.
Yeah, after saluting the wizard.
Saluting the wizard. Okay, we're gonna blast. I think the next time you'll see us, because it's about to get dark, is gonna be tomorrow at Orlando Speed World at the drag strip.
Later, wizard dude.
Here we are at Orlando Speed World, where the racing has been canceled due to rain, which isn't here. You hear this car driving by in the background. Here comes another one. Everybody's required to show up here at the track, take a picture in front of the sign to prove that they actually made the drive, and then we're gonna hit the road and go to Gainesville tomorrow.
The drive was easy. I legit felt like we were on vacation. This car is incredible. No issues whatsoever. Now it's gonna catch on fire as soon as we leave the parking lot.
But the good news is that it will be doused by the rain that supposedly is coming. Let's go.
All right. That was a fun race.
Yeah.
Car did great.
I guess I should tell the audience, because everybody's been asking me in person because they can't wait for the answer. Yes, we do plan to put nitrous on it. Stay tuned. feel we should see a gator. I would like to feed the car to a gator, in truth.
World's best gator.
We are stopping, right? Right? Am I right? Am I right?
Production totally loves this idea.
Now, it said world's largest gator. Did they mean the building, which is shaped like a gator?
Or do
is
they
there a
have one
gator in
inside?
there? This is incredible. Oh, entrance. We get to go in there, dude.
Yeah. Run. Those guys are hardcore prehistoric, aren't they?
I think so. That one's huge. And he's moving. He's moving.
Hi, kitty, kitty, kitty.
That thing would seriously mess you up.
Yes, he's a Florida panther. I would pet him.
You'd be alone in that endeavor.
And then he would eat my arm off. Gator! That worked.
That did work. Totally worked.
We made a stop here at Jungle Adventures in Christmas, Florida to see all sorts of animals, and I am holding a live gator that Mike won't get anywhere near.
You keep turning this way.
He's cute. I feel a little bad about this after I pet him.
Is that real?
Yes. Remember when we had one on our Corvette trip in Florida?
Jamie's car.
Yep.
I didn't know that one was real either. He looks so happy. You know, he's smiling.
He's going on sick week, dude.
Right through the back of the jaw.
Right there?
Yeah.
We can't lose this. Pretty sure they'll let us have it on the drag strip, right?
Nowhere in Sick Week's bylaws did it say you can't have a gator head on the front of your TA.
Okay, let's go. So it's raining. Slicks have no traction in the rain.
These are our race tires.
So we're looking for a coin-op car wash so that we can park in the dry rain and change our tires. There we go. This is our one. And we're not even here to cool it off. We've found a coin-op car wash, which is like the go-to for dry cover, and we're gonna throw our street tires back on.
I think these are directional.
They are. You clear?
Yep, go for it.
Yeah, this little jack might fit over here. That's gonna work.
Seems legit. Perfect. I wonder if we're dead last again.
Probably.
Looked on the internet and people were checking in at both checkpoints 4 hours ago.
Oh, yeah. Well, people took off at 8 in the morning. We've been dilly-dallying. It's 2:30.
Those people didn't get to hug an alligator.
No. Do we have a defroster? Oh, that's gonna make it way worse.
Oh, damn, science.
We're here in Daytona Beach, Florida, which is like pretty awesome, has a lot of history, up to the point where this thing starts making a brutal noise driving at like 0 miles an hour. It doesn't change when I step on the clutch.
It's here, running. It's metal to metal here.
It sounds like it's here to me.
It's back of the trans.
Yeah, it's either that U-joint or the trans mount is kicked over and it's rubbing on something. Even though it's raining, we're gonna jack it up, crawl under, and have a look. We're using our spare slicks and wheels as jack stands. We've got one under the cross member in the front and another one here because we don't have jack stands. You found the problem?
Yeah.
U-joint wasted?
No, we're gonna be okay. Our torque arm mount is popcorn welded.
Oh.
And
I'm picking up exactly what's going on.
it's rubbing the drive shaft.
Yep.
The front mount for the torque arm, which is this unique suspension pivot that goes from the back of the transmission all the way to the rear end, and it keeps the rear end from doing this, going forward and backwards. The bracket is now popcorn welded to a bracket that goes to the trans. Well, the bolt fell out, so there's nothing holding our rear end from going forward and backwards, and the bracket slid backward and is rubbing on the drive shaft. And we don't really have the right stuff to fix here, so we'll use what we have, which is a ratchet strap. And I'm gonna try to ratchet strap the bracket to the front engine cross member. And if that will hold it forward and keep everything from moving around, we'll keep going and probably try to fix it properly tomorrow, but hopefully this works because I'd like to keep going.
Hey, Dave, would you give me another ratchet strap?
Ratchet strap.
All right, we're good. This should get us through the rest of the day.
Ratchet straps are just like giant zip ties. You can fix anything with them. And Mike just took that ratchet strap or two and pulled our torque arm off our drive shaft, did all the dirty work, and we're ready to hit the road.
Remember to be gentle.
Not grinding.
It's nowhere near it now. The only thing holding the rear end this way is a ratchet strap that we got from the auto parts store.
All right, no power shifting. Wow, you did a fine job.
Thank you.
Is it drag strip ready?
No.
No? Okay.
That guy's still in. Oh, he's in our
hey,
group. It's
one
a
of our
C-car.
guys.
Yeah.
Someone that's as bad as we are. Good morning from KSR Performance in Gainesville, which is Roadkill's like Florida home away from home. You can see this is the torque arm mount that yesterday Finnegan fixed with the ratchet straps. It's broken out of the back of the transmission tail shaft housing, so we're gonna have to somehow figure out how to cobble that back in and weld it back together. Also, check this out. Yesterday on the highway, the rear end was howling. It was bad. And I come back here and notice that there's gear oil all over the muffler. This thing uses a rubber plug in the fill hole, and it was leaking badly. You can see it just running out of here, and we'll fill it back up and hope that we didn't do more damage to the rear end that will add to my paranoia about breaking this thing. Look carefully at this thing, and you'll see it is the 9-bolt rear end. It's not the 7.5-inch 10-bolt that many of these had. Okay, we're good. Pry bar's not gonna do anything. That's not gonna happen.
What's not gonna happen?
Pulling the rear end rearward because of link arms. There you go. How close? It's off by a full bolt hole. Okay.
I mean, can we hit this further back on the thing?
Oh, I see. Maybe, like hammer here?
Yeah.
Wow. This is not right, but it's how it was.
I don't think we make enough power to snap that. I think we're okay.
We're okay.
Put the slicks on.
And we're off.
Come on back.
No guarantee we're not gonna need Kevin's help once again, but we fixed this part, and next stop, Gainesville Raceway.
Ready to go racing?
Yeah.
Engage. Oh, yeah, she's ready. No more clunking. Oh, I see race cars in front of us.
You see race cars from behind the wheel. Look at this thing.
Oh, dude.
No clunking.
It's growing on me.
Got slicks. Gator's looking sharp. This thing drives smooth now.
Oh, man. I see a billboard, I see lights, I see trailers. I think this is the place.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Spectators are packed.
Oh, this is a facility.
Yeah. Well, it's an NHRA national event.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Gator Nationals. We are late and yet on time. What they did is they switched up the program so that the slower cars are going to go down the track first. It's been really cold, dewy out here. They want to get some heat into the track. They want to wait till later in the day for the fast cars. That means we're up. So we are about to go get in the back of the line.
Okay, to recap, we drove 100 miles with ratchet straps holding the rear end in place. I don't know if 1 bolt is better than 2 ratchet straps or not, but we're about to find out. We have done 0 performance upgrades. The air is better here, and I feel like he's learned to drive the car. I think we're gonna go quicker. I'm batting on a low 14.
Oh, spinning the clutch. The clutch is gone. Ah, that sucked. Yep, that was spinning the clutch through every gear. That was no good at all.
We just lost 2 seconds. I don't know what's going on with it, but it didn't leave good. And it didn't make any power either.
1636 at 79 miles an hour. Smoking the clutch. That is gonna be really bad for the rest of the week. Wow. How did that happen?
What happened to Gator?
You ready to change a clutch?
Oh, when it left, I was like, it bogged a lot.
Yeah, spun the clutch all the way, you know.
Okay.
Short shifted it, and it just went right to 5,500 RPM.
Well, we're gonna need a clutch to run nitrous anyway, so
Yeah.
I'll jack it up.
You really want to do it right here? Back to Kevin's?
Oh. We could go back to Kevin's.
I mean, we need parts.
Maybe we should find a clutch first before I take it apart.
Uh-huh.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. I really thought that we were going to go quicker today. You know, I was doing the ride the clutch out to try and not to break the rear end instead of just doing a sidestep clutch dump, and it never hooked up. I basically power shifted it into more clutch spin and eventually just lifted. You can smell clutch just reeking off this thing right now. I don't feel like changing a clutch, but we're going to because we have to. Still drives. A couple of fans, those guys were super cool. They went to AutoZone down the street, bought us a new clutch, and we've got it in the back. We think it'll work.
I thought today was our day. The sun was shining, the track was great.
Yeah.
We were gonna go 1410-ish.
Yep, me too. I don't know.
That is strange.
Yeah.
It makes me want to go back there and send it down the track once more.
So we're just gonna go for it, rip it apart anyway? Hey, buddy.
I smell the clutch now.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I smelled it as soon as I got in the thing. And torque arm out. We're working on taking the clutch out of it. That means we started by removing the torque arm off the suspension because it's in the way. We took the drive shaft off. Right now, I am removing the hydraulic cylinder that activates the clutch. Now, I think the next thing that we're gonna do is loosen the bolts that hold the transmission to the bell housing. Then we'll remove the cross member and we should be able to get the trans out. Transmission seal in action. Ready? Oh, look at that. Coming right out. See? Okay. Yeah. We took this whole thing apart, and it turns out that we have got the pull-type clutch. The throwout bearing actually pulls to work on the thing. It's like a 90, I don't know, call it 94 LT1 F-body type clutch. We have bought 2 of the wrong clutches, a stock one that we have here, a stock type, and another race one that's up in Georgia. Instead, what's gonna happen is we're going to reassemble this entire thing, drive it up to Georgia. I don't know how far it is, like 150 miles, something like that. And tomorrow morning, we will install a new McLeod racing clutch that is designed for this setup. And then we will not have time to break it in properly, so we'll take it directly down the drag strip and probably destroy that one also. Race week, it's what you do. I hope this means we're actually done. All we have to do is put the shifter back together and then we should be out of here.
Ready to go. Let's ride.
You know, if I'd spent 5 minutes thinking about it, we probably would have known that that was a pull-type clutch just by looking at that slave cylinder. I failed. Mom back. I got one more job to do, though. I think our buddy here is not only getting more gruesome and maybe inappropriate, but also bad luck.
Later, Gator.
We're now probably dead last in that class.
When we weren't dead last, how quick was the car behind us?
1677.
Oh, you ran better than that guy today, too.
I did. Maybe we're still second worst. Our trashed clutch made it last night. Pretty good drive.
Yeah.
So this is South Georgia Motorsports Park, and we would be running right now, except for we're gonna change the clutch. We're right here next to Portable Car Hoist guy, and he's gonna let us use this hoist, so this is gonna be easy since we already know how to do it.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
This guy is super cool. He just goes to all these drag and drive events, and he brings this thing for free. People tip him, but he doesn't charge, and he's saved a lot of race cars. What we're doing here is just exactly what happened yesterday at KSR Performance. This time we will get it all the way out and probably take the bell housing too, I'm not sure yet, and get that new clutch in there. Whoa!
Okay, back a little bit. Okay, now you can go down.
There we go.
Now go down.
Next off is gonna be the little bell housing. Whoa! I guess that's loose. Okey-dokey. That's an aluminum flywheel with a steel insert, and that is a destroyed clutch disc right there. Look at that thing. That is garb. Here's our situation. Our old clutch disc is completely trashed both sides. I talked to my tech guy at McLeod to get some tech information about this, and he noticed the solid hub in this disc. He says that is a Corvette-only deal that was normally used with a dual-mass flywheel that we don't have. We've got an aftermarket aluminum flywheel with a steel insert, and it is completely wasted. On our new disc, you can see this has a ceramic puck on the flywheel side and a more regular material that goes on the pressure plate side. So that's another difference that we got here. You're supposed to break these things in for like 1,500 clutch activations and deactivations in stop and go driving. So our downsides here are we're not prepping the flywheel correctly and we're not breaking it in. We're crossing our fingers. Look how you can see that this disc is worn more here on the inside and not as polished out here. I can feel that it's got a warp in it, so that's a major downside. Here's the thing with this sprung hub, you gotta make sure it doesn't hit anything in here. And we end up being good for that, so we got lucky. But check this out, this doesn't even have proper flywheel bolts. Those are just regular old hardware store grade 8 bolts. They're not an OE bolt or an ARP or anything.
Our flywheel is not flat anymore. I'm gonna do my best to make it a little flatter. Rotate it. You gotta rotate it up. Right there. Okay.
There we go. Okay.
Okay, there you go. Now go forward.
There we go. Boom.
Let me put some bolts in it.
Yep. We got it.
You guys are killing it.
Wow. We've got the trans in. We got to tighten all the bolts now and then reverse the whole process. Shifter, torque arm, drive shaft. Properly, you need to drive this thing several hundred miles in stop and go traffic to break the clutch in. We don't have that option. So I am just gonna be putting it around the pits, trying to get a few engagements and disengagements in it to get some of that material transferred to the flywheel. Here we go, burnout box.
All right, everybody. We have just driven, I don't know, 150 miles with a bad clutch, changed it here at the track. This is pretty much our lose the shot moment, and any pass in the 14-second range would be good. That means we're back where we started. but because we didn't break the clutch in, it's highly likely it slips, just like the last one. Let's hope not. All right, we got a burnout going. That's a good sign.
Okay, now's the time.
Come on, Freiburger. You can drive. Come on, clutch. You can clutch. Okay, okay. I think it's okay.
Okay, we'll see what happens. I made it all the way down the track.
Oh, dude! That's our best pass yet. Why am I so happy at a 14-second pass? Because that is half a second quicker than we've gone. And I'm pretty sure that new clutch is working better than the old one, which means tomorrow, when we make it back to Bradenton, we put the nitrous on and throw the toolbox at this thing and try to spray the rods to the moon or put the car into the 12s. It's gonna be incredible. Watch this.
14:01. Oh man, so close to 13s. I guess we're gonna leave that in the bottle for tomorrow. It does smell like clutch.
14-second passes, yes!
And he dramatically leaves the $13.99 on the table for tomorrow.
That's good TV right there.
Not bad. It did slip the clutch off the line, but it hooked up and went. Look at that, 99 miles an hour.
Oh, dude. And it was so fat.
Yeah.
Tomorrow it goes in the 13s, and then we spray it into the 12s.
Yep. Winning! Next stop, Don Garlett's Museum of Drag Racing.
Yeah. We're 14 miles from the Don's Museum.
Man, we made it. Don Garlett's Museum of Drag Racing. This is gonna be amazing. They've thrown a huge party here. There's cars all over the place. There's, of course, the Garlett's Museum, and we finally broke the car again. It's overheating hideously.
This is like Graceland for me. This is as good as it gets. I can't wait to go inside the museum.
Yeah, so
and
we're not
ignore the
fixing
car overheating.
We're going in there.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. It's the last day, and last night was a killer drive, but we overheated this thing horribly. Yeah, the plan today is to drive another, I think, 180 or something miles to the last track, which will be back at Bradenton, Florida. And then we will put nitrous on it, and we will do our final pass and hopefully get this thing in the 12s. We did borrow the crew's cooler here that is full of baloney water. There you go.
Beef water.
Let me help aim.
Oh, it's full.
Really?
That was it.
That was it?
That was it.
I can't call that overheated. The electric fan doesn't work anymore. We figure if we hit the highway, we'll be good. All right, we're out of here. That seems good.
Yeah, dude, I think she's ready. I think we've fully broken that clutch with one drag strip hit.
Yep.
And 190 miles.
That was a full flat foot shift, so I think we're good. That's annoying. What is it?
Yesterday's route.
Okay. We're gonna finish this thing.
It overheated last night. We made
yeah.
no attempt to make the fan work.
Right. Let me see, I'll press the button. There, I got the button running.
It lit up?
No.
Okay. Well then, we'll be fine.
Considering they were running all the power for that fan through this one cheesy switch, not surprised.
Save it for the track, dude. Come on.
It's a sunny day in Bradenton, and I think the mosquitoes are out now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I'm keeping the pants on then.
I was getting bit. Nitrous time. We're finally going to install it. We're going to start at the rear, mount the bottle, and work our way forward to the engine where things go. What we're installing here is a very basic nitrous oxide kit. It's a Sniper, which is the more affordable line from NOS. And this one is 100 to 150 horsepower. That's kind of a bummer. I thought we had a bigger kit than that. I thought I was gonna put like a 180 shot in it. The way this works is Mike is mounting a bottle in the trunk, then we will take this hose and use it to feed nitrous oxide forward to the engine, where it will go through this solenoid right here, which is the on-off clicker button. There will also be a solenoid that's feeding extra gasoline into this plate that we'll mount underneath the carburetor. And then the fuel and the nitrous will be discharged into the engine. Nitrous oxide makes more power by bringing oxygen to the combustion process and allowing you to burn more fuel. My goal is gonna be leapfrog the 13s because that's bad luck. Go straight from my best pass of 14.01 all the way to 12.99. Okay, carb off. That is hot carburetor. All right, okay, got it, thank you.
On our way to the front.
Well, since the initial timing is 8, I'm guessing we're gonna be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, that's probably close to factory.
Yeah, we're probably good. You want to rev it up and I'll check it? It only had 29 degrees of timing in it, which means if we had bumped that up to about 36 naturally aspirated, odds are very good that it would have been quicker because that's a little shy on timing for a stock small block Chevy. But we're not gonna run it NA again. We're going straight to the nitrous. It's already tuned up for that.
This is gonna be great.
Well, the nitrous is installed but not really tested. They finally just called our class. They're already running our cars. You're gonna go do what?
I'm gonna go stick this on the floorboards of another competitor's vehicle with the heater on. I'll get it warm. By the time you go all the way around here at the starting line, I'll run up there and put it in. We'll purge. You can bang it through the motor if you want, or
I will.
Whatever, and then send it.
Yeah, we're looking for that bottle to be 96, 97 degrees so that we've got nitrous bottle pressure. We know it's gonna be a rich tune-up anyway. We need the bottle pressure.
Science.
You got it.
She is hot. She is ready.
Our lane is next.
All right.
Okay, we got the bottle in now, and I'm gonna fire up the engine, and Mike's gonna open the bottle. That just makes sure there's no nitrous leaking into the engine. If it's leaking, you'll hear the engine start to rev.
It's good back here.
It didn't rev up. I think we're all right.
We have nitrous.
All right. I don't think I can leave on the nitrous. I think the clutch will go.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
All right, you're hot.
All right.
Just hope the bottle stays warm. Oh man, here we go.
All right, second gear burnout.
There we go. All right, come on, Freiburger.
The clutch is spinning. The clutch did not hold. It's because of that dead flywheel. That was not good. I power shifted on the nitrous though, but that was not good.
All right, so we picked up a half a second. We went 14.01 and he just sprayed it to a 13.48 and we picked up 15 miles an hour. And it looked really rich, but I don't think the rods are hanging out of it, which is really good.
Frustrated. Yeah, 13.48 at 110 with a 220 60 foot. This is a matter of where Roadkill does not help you out. We're on a tight schedule. You're at one of these drag week type events. You do things you wouldn't do in your normal shop. And in this case, it's a bad flywheel that bit me. It just smoked the clutch.
Dude, That was badass.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No, that was total bad mood.
No, you just installed a nitrous system in a parking lot and it picked up 10 miles an hour and probably destroyed the clutch.
It destroyed the clutch.
It looked like that when you left.
I know. The whole time I was just sitting there going, that flywheel. But you know what? This episode's about to get great. The best part of the whole thing comes right now. Don't go away. Hey everybody, I guess it's me, David Freiburger from Roadkill here. How's everybody doing? So the reason we're here is I guess that you saw myself and Mike Finnegan actually shot an episode of Roadkill this entire week with our 86 Firebird. And so we're all about giving back these days. And so I went to Keith Turk and I asked him, is there any kind of a father-son operation where they've got like a younger kid who really wants to have a first car? He's like, well, I don't really have a father-son deal like that, but I do have a father-daughter deal like that. And so we're going to be giving this car away to Anna Lee. Are you here? Anna Lee Teresi? Anna Lee? Keith Turk said that this girl right here has been riding with her dad in their Nova all week long, and she needs her first car. And so our 86 Firebird is now your 86 Firebird. What do you think? Nice. It's really cool. Cool, thank you very much. We just wanted to give back. I hope you enjoy this thing. And you know what? If you need to sell it and get something actually good, that's perfectly fine. It's actually a really good car. We drove at 90 on the highway all day long, no problem.
I can't believe it. Don't be afraid, they're mostly clean.
I gotta tell you, when you came over to me, I was like, no way, man. I was having such a rough week.
You like it now? She's warming up to it.
Oh, I think mommy's gonna bug out.
Uh-oh. Oh, we're good.
Don't uh-oh me now.
For a second, it really didn't feel like it was gonna do anything.
You can turn around right there. You're going the wrong way.
I am?
Yeah. Yeah, exit's over there, right? Or am I wrong?
Well, I have no idea. Are we lost already?
Yes.
You're the navigator. It's not quite official, but I have good reason to think we're gonna make it out of the parking lot on day one.